I think that there are definite advantages that come with being LD. And for those of us who have sort of survived to a point and gotten out here into the adult world, it is one of the funnier realities is that all these things that we do that we were chastised for as children end up becoming these extremely valuable tools out here in like the marketplace, you know? So I think that the human race knows that it needs people who think differently, who learn differently, right? Because we're the ones who look at the problems that everyone else is facing, and we're able, generally, oftentimes, to be able to come up with a solution that no one else can see. Um, I know just from from research that part of the experience of having LD, what it does sort of on a neurological basis, is that it allows us to be able to make these jumps, right? With oftentimes very little information, a jump to a conclusion that that may take other people much longer, or they may need a lot more information to be able to come to. I also know that my personal experience, and I see it in my peers, is that many of us get comfortable with a degree of failure, right? Like of knowing we're not going to get it right the first time or the second time or the fifth time, and you just keep going and going and going until you figure it out. And it's something we have to get used to in school, and it ends up that that's something you have to be good at if you're going to be an entrepreneur, if you're going to be someone who's trying to solve any kind of complex problem. um, the other thing which challenges, I think, a belief in like what it is to be an American, and oftentimes to be a part of the Western world, is this sort of intense focus on the individual and our independence, right? And one of the things that I know is that, like, no, I work best when I am a part of a team, when I can ask for help, when I can rely on the people who are around me. And yeah, that's something that I had to get used to, particularly as a college student, accessing disability supports, back in the day, needing someone to actually be a reader for me, or a person to be there to check my spelling. And so now, as an adult, whether it be, I own real estate, so I'm getting ready to have an apartment renovated. I am not going to pick up a hammer, right? Like, I'm going to have a whole bunch of people show up, right, and help. I have an agent and assistant, and these folks make sure that, like, my calendar is built out, and I'm staying on task to be able to accomplish whatever goal I've set, to say, hey, this is what I want to do. And so it's building those companies, those teams of folks around you. And again, when you're in elementary school, when you're in middle school, oftentimes even when you're in high school, that's not the sort of behavior that is championed. But when you're out here in the world, and particularly if you want to solve some sort of complex problem, it takes an absolute dedication to relying on other people and their skill sets to be able to make your dreams a reality.
For more information about learning disabilities and ADHD, please visit ldonline.org. This video was made possible by a partnership between the National Education Association and WETA,